All right. People have been asking me how I make my music, how I make my song, how to make a practice loop for playing guitar or some other instrument. It's quite simple, actually. Let me reduce myself and I will show you. The song we're working today is more like a bossa nova. I enjoy Latin music. I enjoy, yeah, it's really my favorite kind of music. Uh, so let's see here. I'll just put it here. All right. So the software we're using is called Fruity Loop. I think it's edition 20 now. I think it's 129. Don't remember how much it is. It's not very expensive and actually work quite good. I make all my music. Everything I uploaded to Spotify, all the music I sell on the iTunes and stuff like that is all made with this. It's actually quite simple to use. It looks more complicated. Sorry, the camera, because I'm working with two screens here. OBS is in the far screen, so that's why you see me look away from you guys. Like I was saying, let's listen to the song a little bit and then we can just maybe talk about it. Quite simple here. Let me take this. Yeah. So we go a little bit further. And then here's the little twist to tell us that we're gonna come back around. Coming now. And there you go. So basically, I'll just sort of stop this. Basically, we're running 4 bars over and over again. This is for an example. By the way, if the sound is not the best, it's because it's mixed in my ears here. It sounds good here, so I hope it sounds good for you. Usually what I do is, I will be, like I mix, I have like 5 different kinds of speaker here. I mix in my car as well. I mix everywhere to make sure. So let's start from the beginning. It's quite simple. It's a Bossa bass drum here that we have. If we go here in the rack, I'll just put it on this here. You can see the pattern is here. It's quite easy to make. It's like a heartbeat. Bossa is a heartbeat, right? By the way, all this is original with the software. You don't need to download. Only for the whistle and the voices, I have a software called Omnisphere. I'll show it to you now. Omnisphere is the best of the best. Is what Beyonce is using, is what Jay-Z is using, is what everybody's using. It's the top of the top. It's $500 new though. Well, new secondhand. There's no secondhand. So it's $500. I'm sure you can find it somewhere online, but I paid for mine because meh. No, I use it to make money as well. So there you go. So let's shut this down. So like I said before, we have the open hat. If you can see this, it's in the piano roll here as well. You can use the rack like this to build your stuff here, or you can use, usually what I do, I start with a rack because it's easy. You have the beats there and everything, but I will fine tune everything in the piano to make sure everything is on time. So for example, if I take the whistles, you see here, like everything has to be, the grand piano, everything has to be very tight. And when I play with my keyboard, I'm not the best piano player and it's hard to be in time, especially when you use a little bit different things like that, like special effects or the same. You see everything is put here. Everything has its place. So we're gonna run through the playlist. Let me just move stuff around here. Well, we're gonna go straight in the mixer and then you can look at it. And then, so we started with the bass drum, which is quite simple. If we take a listen, right? So it's a heartbeat. And usually on a Bossa, second thing that comes on will be the open hat, as you can see here. When I play drums, I play bossa, I always start like this for warm up. Then the clave will come in. Sounds like very basic right now, but you'll see as we add some stuff in it, like a little shaker. There you go. And like I said, everything here is in the rack. You see how we're going? So you can just add and subtract. I could subtract this one. I can add more as well, so it's quite easy to have a variety in this. Let's go back out there. Here's the cabasa. Sure. See, inside the, I'm just going to stop it for a second. Inside the software that comes, you already have compressor. I'll just show you the example of what you got in here. You got a lot of stuff to work with. I didn't perfectly balance and EQ'd everything because it's just an example. It's not something that I will sell, or I don't know, maybe I'll finish it one day. You get delays, convolvers, limiter is what I use, compressor as well. There's tons of stuff in there that you can, that actually makes, this is why it's a good software. Everything's in there. You don't need to buy after. So let's continue with our song. So, and then we added a guiro. I like the guiro. The guiro, I put a reverb and I put a chorus as well. So if you see here, I'll show you the reverb. So you can, here, I'll just only use the guiro. And then the reverb, right? And then you have presets. You see, more dry, more clear. For me, I wanted big space, so I use the reverb to do that as well. All right, so let's go back here. All right, so I added some congas as well, and I use it 2 tones, like Brazilian style. Boom, 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 boom. So if you can hear it here. By itself, it sounds terrible, but if you put an ensemble, it sounds pretty darn good if you ask me. All right, there you go. Bass. I like this sound. And then after that, I added a bass line because I chose the notes of the conga and just gonna stop this. I chose the note of the conga and the bass line to fit together. And after that, everything, once you choose your bass line, pretty much the key of your song is that key. So if you start in C, it's going to be C. If you start in F, your root note's an F, it's going to be an F. I think for this one here was a C and a C sharp. I made it very simple, so easy to explain. So let's move on. All right. And then I put a Rhodes to give my key. There you go. Gives a little beach vibe. All right. Sounds simple, but watch this. We got the bass line. There you go. It's starting to be better now. I like this. And then I forgot the ride. It's right here. There you go. Now I played in ostinato on the ride. I think I can find it here. The ride is here. I played in where's my ride on this? It's right here. There you go. Yeah. Anyway, so the ride is there. It's a Zildjian ride that I used. I think it just sounded great. I used a compressor on it, a limiter as well. I have a limiter on it, so it sounds pretty darn good. Yes, you know. And with the clave, it sounds pretty darn good, and the guiro as well. And then because you know you need to have a little bit of evolution, I added a little bit of whistle, make it a little bit spacey. I really enjoy this. It makes me happy to listen to this. And after that, I added some female voice. Jazzy. Watch this. There you go. Makes it more Latin as well. Sounds pretty good. And then, because it's a little bit dead on the background there, I added a female ooh, it's called. Do you hear this in the back now? It's just this. Very, very simple. It's in my rack here. It's called a female ooh. That came from my Omnisphere as well. So there you go. So let's reopen everything. And As you can see here in my rack, sorry, there you go. So you can see everything in detail here. Super simple, super basic. All right, let's stop this. So anyway, as you can see, it's quite simple because what you do one box like this, and after you can copy and paste. Here, I'll erase these. Here, erase this. Here, erase. There you go. And then you see this is open hat, right? So basically, if you want your pattern to come back, you can just re-click on it. It's quite easy. The same with everything here. If you don't like the instrument that you're using, for example, here I'm using the whistle. I'll take out the rack, right? And then I can go inside here. There you go. I'll just make it bigger, right? And in the rack here, if I'm not happy with something, I can just go in. I select whatever, like, my keyboard's not connected right now because my studio is not completely set up, so I'm short one cable. I had to use a USB cable for the camera. So basically, you can just grab, like, let's just add, all these synths are free inside except the Omnisphere. Flex is a super powerful, it's free with the software. It's a magnificent tool. I use it for all my techno music and all my EDM music. I chose to make a samba because I wanted to do a samba, but usually my kind of music is EDM. House music is what I do. It's what I enjoy making, listening to as well. So basically what you can do is just take take whatever you want in there, just grab this, and then you can just slide in and you can replace everything in here. So very simple to use. There's a free version of this software, but I think you can't record, or it's not going to sound great if you record. So anyway, for you who asked me, this is how I do it. So I'll let you go on this song and I'll catch you later. I like this song. See you later.